In a country where free speech is probably one of the most valued rights, we often find ourselves in the predicament of choosing what is okay to say and what isn't, which leads me to our first topic of the day: authenticity versus political correctness. What do you respect or agree with the most?
You go first.
This is Fiona, guys.
I've got a lot of feels, you guys, okay? Because I'm very, very adamant about how I feel about this particular topic. Authenticity,
really?
All the way, no doubt about it. How could you ever think PC would be more important? My brain doesn't, right? So these ladies are gonna teach me a little bit, I think. But overall, for me, PC is something that was created, societal creation, yeah, where people, you know, have to think before they speak, right? And I think that is important, but I think authenticity is more important.
I think authenticity is very important,
yeah,
and I respect that. However,
dun, dun, dun.
PC is there for reasons.
What?
Right? Because there are a lot of things that people say that offend a lot of people or that hurt a lot of people and can be very traumatic, or this is the thing. People are allowed to say whatever they want, and they should be able to say whatever they want. The thing, though, is that there are consequences with that. So with every action, there's a reaction. You know? So I think that I like free speech. I think that people should be able to say what they want, and I respect authenticity, but I can't respect disrespect. I can't respect racism. I can't respect sexism. So I respect authenticity unless your authenticity is disrespectful.
Yes, and there's something also when it comes to ideas versus action. And like I said on the show before, my mother was very racist. And you know,
at least she owns it.
She did, she owned it, but I never saw her hurt anyone with her racism. And so I wonder where that line is in regards to authenticity versus political correctness. Where is the line to be able to go, this is an idea, I got mad because of something that seems racist.
So how do you know she never hurt anyone with her racism? Because she never told anyone, you're this,
this. I'm sorry, physically hurt. She may have hurt lots of feelings. Okay. There may have been a lot of offended people there. But personally, I couldn't give two beep about you getting offended.
Okay, my turn.
Okay.
So, listen, I agree with you that authenticity is absolutely the most important thing, because you should be yourself, you know what I mean? But for every action, there is a reaction.
Yes.
For every action, there is a consequence. I cannot go into a fire, like a theater, and yell, fire! Right?
Yeah.
That will cause chaos.
Yeah.
You have to be responsible for what comes out of your mouth. Words have power.
Yes.
What comes out of here, you have to be held accountable for. So go ahead and scream and shout that you know, like
believe whatever
you want, say whatever you want, but you better understand that what you say is gonna come back to you, and you have to be responsible and accountable. That's what PC is.
And the only way, the only way that I think, or the only situation where I'm a little more lenient is with comedy.
Right.
A tad more.
Right.
Yeah, because I think that it's different.
What about
But I think the thing is, comedy builds off stereotypes, and comedy builds off the things that we're a little bit uncomfortable to talk about.
Right,
That's what makes
I'm
comedy.
More lenient with that.
Yeah,
I'm
but
more
that was.
open with that.
But also, even with comedy, you gotta understand that there's a line, you know, that you shouldn't.
Yes. But it's
line,
a fine line.
And you can say whatever you want, but again, man up or woman up and deal with the consequences.
Let's talk about Avenue Q. Okay, it's a musical that is actually a comedy.
Yeah.
There's a song called Everyone's a Little Bit Racist, sometimes, and it really talks about how comedy it uses these things that we talk about that are hard to talk about: sexism, racism, rape, anger, molestation, all these big ideas that are like, ooh, scary. When we use comedy to open up those doors, we do talk about it, and it can be offending.
Right.
It can be, right?
Absolutely.
But look at how they did it, though. They did it very carefully. As a musical,
Yeah.
The presentation. It's the presentation, guys.
That's silly.
No, but it's the presentation. No, it's the presentation.
They made it politically correct.
Yeah, because I believe that you can say almost anything if you have the right delivery, right? It's always about the presentation. It's all it is. But I mean, we can talk about this all day. But at the end of the day, I'm telling you, bro, be responsible for what you say.
Yes.
Because I will bite back.
Yes. And find your authenticity in yourself.
Yeah.
A lot of the time we don't know who you are, so, you know, talk to your friends.
Yeah.